Now, a couple of things before we get to anything that's been big news. What about a sneaky little job that's come through from the airport lobby? Now, of course, you know that many of the airports that we, of course, built with taxpayer money, we sold off as a way of balancing up budgets and getting ever so slight surpluses towards the back end of the Howard years. Of course, they were sold off, and previously Macquarie Bank, all the rest of it. Well, the Airport Association has turned around and said that we should have a passenger tax. Why? Well, to help fund getting people through border crossings faster. Now, my simple response to all of this, Ross, is perhaps they could take some of the money, the millions of dollars that are made in parking fares by these private companies that own these airports, and if they want to improve their facilities, that's how you pay for it. I don't want to be taxed on top of the tax that I pay, well, obviously to the government, but then to the private company for the privilege of going to an airport.
I read the same article and I was amazed. We are already taxed. I didn't know how much departure tax or incoming tax was there. But the thing, government stats was what got me, how they say it's 72 seconds normally to get through immigration, except the time you wait in line and accept anyone that takes more than 3 minutes because we don't count that and skews the figures. What a great way of doing things. That means I am the best looking man in my bed most nights. This is just an amazing way of doing things, but everyone should pay, you know, for all of these different things except the business. But if you're going through and you're already getting taxed and the government isn't getting enough to get you through quicker and efficiently. I was in Singapore airport when taking little Leo, well, I think he was about 8 years old. When we were waiting in line so long, he just took off and he mulled a gate. We almost had the airport shut down because he ran through security. If I don't have to wait in line, that's a bit better. And if the government wants to give more of the tax to improve their facilities there, I'm okay. But yeah, if I'm not going to let billion-dollar places tell me they're crying poor. No,
it's very weird. All right, Bunnings is deciding to go and have got full approval now for the facial recognition technology. Now, their claim, and this is reasonable as a justification, which is when somebody comes into the store, steals something, they're able to match up the faces, or somebody abuses a member of staff, something like that. But facial recognition when you go to Bunnings, mate. This is a little creepy for me.
It's a little bit creepy. It's probably also just a little bit inevitable. It's going to be happening everywhere. I mean, we've had the debate about CCTV in the past, and you know, the truth is this is how cops catch crooks, and I think that's a good thing. I think you know, if you're worried about your privacy or people getting into you, they're getting into you via your phone. Like if you're worried,
you have a tracking device in your pocket.
That's right. So if you are worried about your privacy, don't worry about your trip to Bunnings. Take this, smash it on a rock and flush it down the toilet.
Well, if it becomes standard, you know, I don't know whether the facial recognition at Club X is going to be something that people will be happy to have.
Everybody knows that I'm there already.
Yeah, all right.
So,
well, Ross is only laughing at that because he's aware that Fishwick exists.
And you just got to duck the chairs when they're thrown at you. Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, correct. All right, lads, do appreciate it. Thank you very much. We'll see you again next week. Enjoy your presents. I certainly have already made my way through the candies.